This is not it, is it? Anyway, we'll eat this up. And then we'll go back home and start setting up the sweatshop. Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. Busy night here on Second Road has been the rule lately. We got a lot to get to tonight. We're going to start here at the Night Bazar, but we've got lots of stops to make, so let's get into it. And unless I guess I could interest you in some luggage there, it looks quite reasonably priced. All right, we're going out tonight. We got a couple stops to make. We're going to a restaurant I've always wanted to try down north end of Beach Road. So we'll start there as soon as we get out of Lucky Taylor's here. It's got some Christmas fabrics, and it's made a pair of Christmas pajamas. I don't know, I call them Christmas pajamas. I think it's meant to be an outfit, but it looks a little pajama-ish to me. And I'm going to a wedding next week, so maybe I'll get a new shirt for that as well. But business as usual here at the Night Bazar, although it's much busier than when I've been here before. But the good news is you can park out front again. For a while, the whole street there was closed while they were fixing it. I guess they're done fixing it this block because you can park right in front of the Night Bazar again. That was a big hassle when you couldn't. But anyway, now you can. So anyway, we'll get down the road. We'll finish up some business here. We'll get down. This place is called Playa. The Pla Beastro, Pla Beastro. Anyway, we'll check in when we get there. So welcome to Pla Beastro. It's one of my friend's birthday tonight. Miss Ta, she's going to start her birthday celebration here at Playa. This is one of those places, like I said, I wanted to come here. I've been wanting to try it. It's been on my list. But once I got here, started seeing the food and all the offerings, I thought, wow, I wish I would have come sooner. If you want a good meal, come here. We're on the top side of Beach Road, all the way up by Soi 1. But anyway, there's the whole group there. We'll get started with some bubbly for the birthday celebration. I'm not a big champagne connoisseur. I think that was extra dry, very tart. But anyway, good appetite stimulator for the food. And that's kind of the star of the show here. Bread rolls hit the table first. But then check these out. These are called KFC chicken wings. Something to do with Korean chicken wings. They're not wings at all. They're white, big chunks of meat, kind of breaded and fried to look like wings, but wow, just succulent white meat in there, great flavors. And look at this guy, look at this cold cut platter here with the cheese, real legit stuff. So like I said, if you like this kind of thing, definitely stop by Playa. I told Lon her seafood salad was still alive. It was attacking me. She had to verify that. No, it's all good. And that's what she got. And there's light fare as well. A chicken Caesar salad there for the birthday girl. All kind of stews. I believe stews like this one, a chicken stew, I believe, and there's a beef stew as well. I think one of the house specialties. I got the lasagna bolognese. I gotta tell you, I challenge you to eat that whole thing. I ended up taking mine home with me, but just a huge portion, and there's some of the beef stew there. So the portions are very good, and the food was just outstanding. So the culmination of any birthday dinner, the presentation of the cake, but not so fast. Not really a birthday cake. This is more of a dessert sampler platter of everything that they have here at the Pla Beastro. So there's all sorts on there. There's Belgian waffles. I believe the owner's Belgian, so that explains that. There's Belgian pancakes. There's tiramisu. There's ice cream. There's fruit. Oh, there's all sorts. So just a big sampling here that everybody can kind of pick at here. And all of it that I had, especially the tiramisu, was very good. Now, after a lovely birthday meal, it was time to saddle up. Most of the guests here took the bus. I rode, but it's time to go down to Walking Street for a little bit of a birthday celebration. I can't imagine a better place to do that as well. You might have heard of this. It's a little place back here called Mist.
Cute little bars like what? Fruity, yeah, on the beat like what? Pattaya telling them all what's what. Mind that the utter shit's hot, it's hot. Don't be a you walking around like some kind of boy. Say the man bam bam a verse for you. That's the share my open and pay you.
Going to Bangkok this morning. But before we go, against my better judgment, it's Friday. Before we go, my buddy's in town. I was babysitting his helmet for him. He's back in town. He's staying at this hotel. I'm going to leave the helmet at the front desk, so whenever he wakes up, the helmet's there for him. He's going to rent a bike. He moved to the Philippines from here, couldn't take this helmet, so I just kept it. Anyway, I'll tell you why we're going to Bangkok, and we'll see what that's going to be about. As soon as we get done here, we'll hit the road. This hotel has two sides. He's in that side. Anyway, it's all be something. This is not it, is it? So what in the wild world of sports are we doing here? A very little kind of old beat up looking nondescript soy here in the far western suburbs of Bangkok. By the way, nothing's ever on the east side of Bangkok by the airport, easy in, easy out. Every time we have to go someplace in Bangkok, it seems like it's all the way across the river on the whole other side, through all the traffic. It's always a big mess. It took 30 minutes to go to like the last 8 kilometers to get here. Anyway, this is a place that refurbishes sewing machines. So in Thailand here, there are many factories, textile type factories. Just about all of them require sewing machines to make garments, etc. Well, there's a big market here then when those machines get old or tired. To replace them, they need to keep those machines running tip-top because they need to be cranking out. These are commercial sewing machines, by the way, not the kind you would buy at JCPenney's back home. Big commercial, very fast, powerful sewing machines that can just sew together garments with very intricate stitches, 2 colors, 1 color on each side, three strands of yarn at once, etc. So they find these factories that are replacing sewing machines. They buy the old ones. I guess they buy them. They bid on them. Then they refurbish them. New motors, new parts, whatever. That's what they do here. That's the entire thing they do here, is to take these older machines, refurbish them. A new one of these machines can be over $1,000, 30,000 baht plus. Here, after they've been refurbished, you might be able to get a $1,000 machine for $200 or $300, and that's the goal here today. So Lon, they'll ship these to you. You can order a make, a model, a brand. They even guarantee them. But she says, well, you got to hear the motor. You got to see it work. If you order it, they'll give you a bad one. They'll give you a lemon. So that was her fear. That's why we drove all the way here to Bangkok. So she has a sewing machine at home. A very small, almost play school type sewing machine, definitely compared to these. They really can't do much in terms of the thickness of material, the different stitches. These are real deal. These things, they just sail through a big bolt of material in a minute. They got like turbos on them or something. I don't know. But I don't know much about them, but I was surprised to see that a lot of these machines, the motors are actually totally separate from the machine. The motor's underneath, they all come with a table. The motor's underneath with a pulley, and that powers the machine. So I guess if something does happen with the motor, that's easy to replace or put new brushes in or whatever. It's kind of standalone. Not all of them are like that, but many of them are like that here. But I don't know. It's, like I said, I don't know much about them, but it would seem to me, with all the intricacies in there, the motor probably is the last thing to go bad. All those little intricate moving parts that all are probably need lubrication and all kind of different. It's always in the moving parts. There's actually very few moving parts in an electric motor. It's pretty basic. But these sewing machines inside, he threaded one. It took, I don't know, 16 different things he had to put the thread through using tweezers, and there's 4 bolts of thread. You have a different color on one side of the stitch than you would have on the other side of the stitch. So anyway, she's shopping around in here. We'll see. So what's she want to do with it? Well, she loves to create, design women's clothes. And you know what? What better place to to have a woman's clothes thing going on than in Pattaya? There's a lot of women to wear those clothes. She's kind of reached the dead end with the little machine she has. So this is what she thinks she needs to take it to the next level. And she said she'll have a lot of customers later with this sewing business and making garments, etc. So we'll see. I think most of the machines she's looked at are between 4,000 and 8,000 baht. So we'll see what we end up with here. I'll show you around this place, but it's a very niche type place. I've never been to a place that had this kind of business plan before, to basically refurbish old commercial sewing machines and fix them up like new, at least to where they're working like new. Oh, and there's a rabbit running around back there. We stopped at a gas station. First place I saw to eat, Ninja. So we ended up with 2 machines. I didn't know what to expect when we started off on this little junket. A lot of traffic today. We got out of the traffic, got back into Chonburi, and we stopped at this gas station, Ninja. Little Japanese food. Kind of funny stopping at a gas station for sushi and Japanese curry. But anyway, we'll eat this up, and then we'll go back home and start setting up the sweatshop. No, it's not going to be a sweatshop. It's only one person working back there, and that's the proprietor here. By the time we got everything set up, it was almost dark, practically dark this evening, got everything plugged in. The sewing machines have their own oil pan. You lift up the machine, and under that is an oil reservoir where you have to put that fluid. But anyway, we will see what Lon does with all this. She's quite a busy beaver here, you know. She's always doing something, so I'm curious to see what she can make and see what bounds her creativity has and start churning out some garments here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. Something else next time right here from Pattaya, but for this one, I'm going to have to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.